Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone is doing fine. Thank you, Pharaoh. So you're going to review the deleted Super Bowl reporter case. I don't even know nothing about that. I have no idea what that is. A long time ago, I said that it was the men, it was the simps, it was the hyenas that upheld the gynocracy. They are the ones that uphold the boneyard. The women do not uphold the boneyard. Okay? It was men that created the boneyard. It was men that uphold the boneyard, that perpetuate the boneyard. That is what the hyena males are doing. And that's what they've been doing. The hyena females just perpetuate. Okay, they perpetuate. They are doing the function of a female, which is to pass culture on, not create it. Okay. So they are perpetuating the culture that was given. Unfortunately, it is a destructive mindset and culture that is being perpetuated. Now, I'm going to show you guys a clip. And this clip is that guy, Yada Awakening, and he's talking to Angela Yee. This is a small clip out of an interview that he did with Angela Yee. And if you recall, a few months ago, him and Anton Daniels had a debate on the Hardly Initiated channel, where Anton basically towed him up and basically got him on up out of here because Yada is on that simp stuff. And it sounds good, but it's really destructive. Okay? It sounds like that's what men are supposed to say to a certain extent. But it's not even rational. And it's certainly not sustainable either. Okay. So
let me ask you this. So how do you know a woman doesn't want you just for your money or for your...
I want a woman to want me for my money. I'm a provider. Want me to provide. So why are you choosing me? You want an alpha man? I'm gonna show you my alpha man. I'm here to take care of your every needs, and that's not just financially. That's mentally, that's emotionally, that's spiritually. Because I'm here to lead in every aspect of my life because I know what you're gonna bring to me. When I put you in an environment of peace, when I put you in an environment where you feel secure, you're gonna elevate. And when a woman elevates, good women are going to elevate the men right next to them. So you become my diamond in the rough.
How do you know who's a good woman and who's not, though?
I don't worry about that. I'm a good man. I don't care if you're tarnished. I'm going to perfect you. If I'm a good man, this is what's going to happen.
I love this. He's like,
I'm here for it. I need this recorded.
Yeah. I mean, it is recorded.
And my morning mantras. I need to cover someone. We need to play these as morning affirmations from today on, right?
Let me ask you this. So how do you know a woman doesn't want you just for your money or for your...
I want her to want me for my money. because I'm a provider. That don't make no sense. Let me clarify some things. Having some motion, a man having something going on with him is important to women. That's important to women. That's important to lionesses as well. Okay. And I've explained this before. A man having his own motion, a man having his own thing going on in his life, whether you're there or not, is important to women. It's important for women to see it. It's important for us as women to see that you as a man can operate as a man, whether we're there with you or not. Okay. So I'm not one to say that a man's money or whatever doesn't have anything, or lionesses don't care at all. Okay. Because we do care about it. Because your best lioness is not likely to go and get a homeless man to see if she can fix him, or to go and get a man that is demonstrating that he is a true bum. He doesn't do anything for himself or anything. So there is a level of discernment for lionesses. So I don't ever want it to be put out there that lionesses don't ever want to be taken care of as well. However, we just have more realism, a more realistic view when it comes to that. Okay. There's just more of a realistic view. And we're not making the money the be all end all of who the man is or whether the relationship is solid and things of that nature. It's just a part of the equation, but it's not the equation. Is that understood? Hopefully that makes sense. So now, even with that being said, I want a woman to want me for my money because I'm a provider. But the reason that doesn't really make any sense is because of the rest of it. Matter of fact, let's go back.
I want a woman to want me for my money. I'm a provider. Want me to provide.
He's mixing it up. Want me to provide and want me for my money are actually two different concepts. Want me to provide and want me for my money is two different things. Because lionesses want you to provide, but they don't necessarily want you for your money. That's different. See, it's talking points like this that make young men feel like putting money into their relationship at all is bad or the wrong thing to do. Okay? Because your best lioness do want you to provide, and she wants you to provide not only financially, but all of the things that he just said, spiritually and emotionally and things of that nature. There's more to a man's provision than his money. Lionesses see that, and we know that, and we operate as if that were true. But at the same time, hyenas don't operate like that. So throwing in the rest of what you provide, hyenas don't care nothing about all of that other stuff unless they can see the benefit of it, or it's something that they can hold against a man. Okay? This is the problem with hyenas and money. Because your money, they cool with your money until they can throw the rest of it in your face. You don't spend time with me. You don't really deal with me emotionally. You don't really connect with me. You don't really do this other stuff that I want done because I'm a woman and I want that stuff done. I need that stuff too. And both the hyena male and female set themselves up for this kind of foolishness, because the female comes into the relationship begging for money and making money the number 1, 2, and 3 spot for the reason why she will or won't be with a man. So she makes the relationship all about the money. And so then you see a hyena make the relationship all about the money too. Because he feels like if I have the correct amount of money, I can make her submissive. I can make her soft. I can turn her into a woman that I don't even want. Oh boy. With my money, I can turn her into a woman I don't even want. What kind of woman is that? A woman that listens, a woman that's submissive, a woman that cooperates with her man, a woman that sits back and doesn't try to take the leadership position. She waiting on you to make the move. She wait on you to make the move first. Why do you say he doesn't want that kind of woman? Because he doesn't go for it. He doesn't go for that kind of woman to begin with. You see what kind of woman he said he's going to go for. The woman who want him for his money. This is universally known as a gold digger. A woman that can be bought. A woman who is only there because you have a certain amount of money that you're willing to spend on her and you're willing to give to her. So she'll play along and go along with a lot of your shenanigans because she's not there to make a connection with you in the first place. She's there to have access to your money that you promised that you would give her access to if only she would put up with your shenanigans. This is the transaction. Because you're going to commit some shenanigans. Hoping that the money turn them into women they don't want. Go back to Derrick Jackson. He had a woman he didn't want. He never wanted that woman. He did not want a woman that dressed modestly. He did not want a woman that listened to him. He did not want a woman that would get on his program. He didn't want that woman. That's the woman he got, but that's not the one he wanted. Okay? He got one that would get on his program. He didn't like her. He didn't even want her. Because he promptly threw other women in her face. It wasn't even a situation of, let me be with these women, but I'm going to be discreet and I'm not going to disrespect you with it. Nope. All in her face. Had them women calling. and all kind of stuff. Okay. So Yada is talking about, I want a hyena. I want one that can be purchased. I want a chick that is going to do the transaction with me. Why is this a problem? Because he doesn't know how to operate as a man without it. He don't know what to do with it, and he doesn't know what to do without it. He doesn't understand the proper masculine responses. He don't know. He doesn't know how to deal with, assert, and utilize his own masculine energy. He don't know. That's the problem with men who lead with their pocket. They don't know what to do. They think their money is supposed to buy the kind of woman that he quote unquote want. The only problem with that is you can't buy lionesses. You can't buy them. You can't buy us. You can't. First off, because we're just going to be lionesses anyway. That we're going to do that anyway. The motivation for us doing what we do as lionesses and as women don't have nothing to do with money. And it actually don't have nothing to do with the man. That's because we want to be that way. We want to be this way. We want to be lionesses. We want to be the best version of a woman that we know how to be. It have nothing to do with that, with him. Because if we run into a guy that doesn't appreciate who we are and what we do as lionesses, our best bet is to move around that guy. Our best bet is to move around that dude. Because be with him because of what? He doesn't know the proper response as a man. So he does not know how to extract, utilize, and appreciate femininity from a woman that's giving him that regardless of finances. He the type of dude that would think a chick was stupid if she wasn't digging in his pocket. This how you know he a hyena. Because this is the type of guy that would treat a lioness badly. He would try to walk all over a lioness. Because she would come in and not be digging in his pocket, he would treat her bad. He would treat her like she was a dummy. So you're over here of your own volition, trying to be a good woman, whether I give you a certain amount of money or not. Oh, so you stupid. He's that guy. And it doesn't have anything to do with his height or his stature. Yeah, Yada is a short dude. But that would be his own hang up, which is why he's trying to lead with money. Men who listen to hyenas all day, who might be short, think that they're at some kind of deficit because of their height. But that's because you listen to hyenas all day. Hyenas don't do nothing but cap. He got to be 6 feet. Actually, he don't. Because that be cap anyway. Because a man is a man is a man. And if he got that sauce, I don't care how tall or short he is. A man is a man is a man. If he got that sauce, women are going. They going. If he show up with that masculine aura, women are going. Absolutely. And they're going to be happy to do it. They're going to be cheesing to do it. Stop listening to hyenas all day. The masculine energy is the turn on. That's the turn on. That's the attraction. When men understand and wield their masculinity, that's the attraction. That's what women become attracted to. This is how you get men who women will be with them, whether he got something or not. You be trying to figure out, why is she with this dude? You know, he ain't really got much, because it's him. And I want folks to get it out of their head. This is not because of no Pookie Ray Ray stuff. If he has his masculinity together, that's the attraction. And the reason I'm going against that whole Pookie Ray Ray stuff is because I don't like when brothers do that, when black men do that. Because what you inadvertently saying is that if you are not some type of street dude or whatever, that you don't have your masculinity together. Or you can't have your masculinity intact in such a way that women are attracted to it. That's not true. We like to tell ourselves different stories, but that's not true. The reason he preached what he preached is because there is money in pandering to a hyena. Ask Derek Jackson, ask Ace Metaphor, ask these different men, ask the women who pander to him. The bag is telling hyenas everything that they want to hear, whether it makes sense or not. To make them feel good is the goal. Derek Jackson did all that foolishness. Okay? Women were still following him on social media. He didn't really lose that bag. Because hyenas want to hear what they want to hear regardless if it makes sense or not, regardless if it helps them to dodge accountability, and if it helps them to not have to upgrade themselves to be a better woman, then because they couldn't wait to hear him say the rest of this foolishness.
Why you choosing me? You want an alpha man? I'm gonna show you my alpha man. I'm here to take care of your every needs, and that's not just financially. That's mentally, that's emotionally, that's spiritually. Because I'm here to.
First off, let's deal with that. Can't no man take care of a woman's every need. Can't no man take care of a woman's every need. Because who you think you are? That's not your position. That is not your position to take care of my every need. You can't do it. You can't see to my every need. So to even preach that is crazy. Because some of that stuff I got to do myself. And then some of that stuff is between me and my Lord. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Because now that's putting yourself in a position of my Lord, my God. And that's not where you belong. And any chick that's going for that stupid stuff, she just want to be pandered to. She want to be lied to, because that makes no sense. When you really break that down, that don't make no sense. There's no husband that can see to every single thing that his wife needs. There's no husband that can do that. Some of that stuff you have to deal with some of the stuff yourself. I'm here for my wife's every need. No. I don't even want you talking like that. Because who you talking to? This is why he wants a hyena, because he wants somebody stupid enough to go for that. My apologies. He wants somebody dumb enough to go for that. This is game. Lionesses see through that. I don't want no man talking like that to me. That's pimp game. Who you talking to? Want me for my money? You know, I'm here to supply your every need. And stop running that little fake Goldie. Like, what is you doing? Who you talking to? You better go talk to one of them absent-minded hyenas that just want a man to come say stupid stuff to her and whisper sweet nothings in her ear that don't amount to anything. Because see, for all of that, he gonna take care of her. She can't speak her mind or get mad in the relationship. She can't get upset. This the one that's gonna backhand you for getting upset. Because he gonna say all that stuff I do for you and you got upset and you mad. What you gotta be mad at? See, this is the type of dude. See, y'all gotta see through it. He does not want the femininity of a lioness. This one just sat there and told y'all he didn't want no help. He didn't want no help. He want to do everything and she do nothing. How is that a balance in a relationship? How is that a balance in a relationship? Where's the balance in that relationship? Lionesses do not even want to be in relationships that don't have any balance. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on for a moment. My apologies. There's no balance in a relationship like that. I don't want a relationship where I'm quote unquote not doing anything in it. Because when you don't have no equity in something, you don't have no say in it. When there's no equity, there's no say. And that is an imbalance. Because, see, folks like that, when they give you something, they like to take it. And I'm not even one of them type of women that's like, oh, every time a man is, let's say, paying 100% of the bills and stuff like that, he always gonna leave you and all that. I'm not even like on that type of time. But the time that I am on is there's got to be some equity in the relationship. I have to be putting something in that relationship, and you have to be aware of what I add to it. Because no lioness wants to be in a relationship where she don't hunt for nothing. No. That's called being a kept woman. That's called being kept. And when women are kept, they have to shut up all the time. No matter what happens, they can't say nothing because they allowed themselves to be in a position where she's being kept. He's doing 100% of all the work in the relationship. So therefore, you don't have any equity in the relationship. So you got to shut up. And women claim that they want to have those kinds of relationships. They want to be in this provider soft life thing until they actually get in it. And then they be realizing, oh, I don't really have equity here. And when the man start flexing, like, nope, you got to shut up. No matter what I do, you got to shut up. Now she feel a way about that. She feel a way about it. Right. It's a form of ownership. It's not really a marriage. That's precisely what being a kept woman is. You're kept. He's just keeping you. He's keeping you. Not marriage, not love, not commitment, not equally yoked, not one flesh. He's keeping you. Let's go to a commercial break real quick. So after these messages, we'll be right back. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Go ahead and get yourself and your loved ones, family and friends, all of this wonderful personal care products, including this awesome body butter to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Oh, y'all are bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. Thank you, Kisei said, for the past 3+ decades, I now believe a lot of women fall for the same trick talking points, especially in the Black community. It doesn't help them. It don't, and they don't want to be helped. Thank you, Orlando said, money doesn't uncorn a cornball. Weenie with bread is a corn dog. If Yada wasn't rich, women would pop his balloon based on height alone. Thank you, Miss Mia, for your super sticker. Appreciate you. And you, Miss Lou Casely. Thank you so much. Thank you, D. Said, side question. The U.S. aid seems like it was a front for funding bioculturons. Were you going to do a show? I have to look more into it, but I agree. A lot of what, first of all, let me do this. To address it before I go on, a lot of what was happening and what will continue to happen for the most part in our country, a lot of these little programs was nothing more than funding certain specific agendas, anything from money laundering schemes to, like you said, bioculture runs, funding various different agendas, social engineering programs, things of that nature. Our whole entire government has been predicated on these things since before we were born. And it has only become more sophisticated as time has gone on. But not only is it now more sophisticated, they are becoming more blatant about it because people refuse to believe the obvious things in front of them. People still don't want to believe the level of diabolical that our government does. It's hard to wrap your head around because you just don't want to believe it. Just don't want to believe it. Just don't want to believe that most of what we've been told about how things are run or how it's supposed to run or what things are supposed to do are just lies. We don't want the paradigm to shift because it would be devastating to a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people could take that. But anyway, Dr. Steele, thank you. Said men like Yada, Derek, Ace, and Cooley can be dangerous to women in so many ways. Thank you, Dr. Steele. So I'm sick and tired of men calling themselves alphas. No one knows if he's alpha or not. I don't know if I'm alpha or not. Do I really care? Thank you, E305, that's been a member for 9 months. Thank you so much. Say, hey, Crimson in the chat, salute. And thank you, Master of None. Said, what is balance that you speak? Balance in a relationship. Everything has to have balance. When things are out of balance, they don't work correctly. There must be some type of equity because the balance that I'm talking about in the context of the conversation that we have today is a kept woman she can't function like a wife. She can't function like a wife because she's not really allowed to give her insight. It's not valued. Her feminine presence, energy, help, support, all of that is rendered null and void in a situation where there's no equity and quote unquote, she does nothing in the relationship. Everything has to have some balance to it. Because let's talk about it for a second. When it is said or purported over social media that the concept that a good woman is supposed to not say anything, she's supposed to not do anything, she's not supposed to assert, or she's not supposed to really be actively involved in various decisions that get made in the relationship that affect the family, that affect her directly, that affect the trajectory of her life. The concept that if she's a good woman, she need not speak or she need not offer, or what she has to offer doesn't really mean a whole lot or whatever. This strips women of what they supposed to actually be doing in a relationship. My woman ain't supposed to challenge me. Yes, she is. The challenge is not automatically linked to disrespect. It's not good for her to disrespect you. But that's a part of women's help. When we give our insight, that is the help. That's a part of the help. That's a part of the help. To deprive a lioness of that is to take away her job in the relationship. That's like telling a man, don't do nothing in the relationship. Do nothing. Like how? Just like I was having, this was a few months ago, I was having a conversation in Hamp's chat. And the conversation on the panel was basically like, should you listen to your wife? And it's like, I was getting challenged in the comment section because I was like, yeah, you should listen to it. If she's a good woman and she got a good head on her shoulders, why wouldn't you listen to her feedback? And I was getting a lot of resistance, like, no, you know what I'm saying? Because the concept of listen to her was being conflated with do what she say. And it was like, well, why would I as a husband do what she say? And it's like, ain't nobody say do what she said. Nah, because while we listen to women don't know nothing. What you do is you take my job from me. And then when you take my job from me, you get bitter and resentful because I'm quote unquote not doing my job. But you took it. You took it away. You made me feel stupid for doing my job. You made me feel like I was out of place for doing my job. You made me feel like it was disrespectful to do my job. Just like I tell women who are talking about they don't trust their men for leadership, why would you be married to a man whose leadership you didn't trust in the first place? Similarly, if you don't want to listen to your wife's insight, why did you marry a woman whose insight was so garbage that you didn't want to listen to nothing she had to say anyway? That was my thing. If your woman's insight and thinking process is trash, why are you married to her? You didn't know her thinking was trash before you put a ring on it? And now that you in the trenches, you can't rely on her counsel nor on her feminine insight to help you make no decisions or nothing like that because it's trash, but you picked her. So I don't be wanting to hear about, I don't want to listen to nothing she got to say. Why are you with a woman whose word doesn't mean anything? Why are you married to a woman who you don't feel comfortable to come to in a conversation about what's going on, decisions that need to be made that directly affect what's going on with her? And you don't trust that the feedback that she has for you, it mean anything, or it come from a good place. You don't even trust that it come from a good place. You don't even trust that the insight is spiritually led, or that she's got all of y'all best interests in mind as well. And so the feedback that I give my husband is for the betterment. I'm thinking about the bigger picture. I'm thinking about how this helps us as a couple, us as a family. How is it going to be beneficial? That's not doing what I say. Coming to have a conversation with your wife is not you taking permission from her to make a move. You asking because presumably she's got a good enough head on her shoulder that when you ask her questions, she's able to think. Or in this case, she's able to feel, because you as the man are doing the thinking. You're asking her how she feels, so that you can combine the two levels of sight. You're already doing the analytical thing. You're not feeling your way through problems in order to resolve them. Women feel our way through to resolutions. So you're asking her, what do her emotions, how is her feminine energy processing this, and what is she going to give to you when you ask her? A woman's insight comes from her emotional realm. That's not always some crazy mint. Because I used to tell my late first husband this. Me and you are supposed to arrive at the same conclusion. It's just that you're thinking your way through it and I'm feeling my way through it. But if we're both spiritually led properly, we're supposed to end up at the same place. You just took that route, I took this route. But that's the balance. I'm not supposed to rationally do that. You've already done that work. You're asking me for the part you don't do. It's just the same that when a woman comes to her husband for his leadership, she may want what he think about something, because she's already felt her way to a point. And so now she wants her husband to think. Don't tell her how he feels. She wants to know what he thinks, because he's going to give her the rational part of that. She may be struggling with that part. I want my husband to give me the analytical, rational, no emotions attached part of that. I want his foresight. He asked me for my insight. I want his foresight. And it's the lack of understanding of those dynamics that's got our relationships failing. And that's got us in a point where we don't even vet properly, because we don't even know what we're supposed to be looking for in relationships and in people. We don't know what to expect out of them, or what the expectation should be. Because you got folks out here thinking women either supposed to not be emotional, which don't make no sense, or you got them out here trying to tell you to take up with a hyena. Because he's trying to tell you this kind of foolishness right here.
Lead in every aspect of my life because I know what you're going to bring to me. When I put you in an environment of peace, when I put you in an environment where you feel secure, you're going to elevate. And when a woman elevates, good women are going to elevate the men right next to them.
Now, at first, he tried to make a distinction of good women. And then when she said, what is a good woman? This is key.
So you become my diamond in the rough.
How do you know who's a good woman and who's not, though?
I don't worry about that. I'm a good man.
That means he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He does not know what a good woman is. That's why he said, I don't worry about that. I'm a good man. Are you? According to whose metrics? Because you have never experienced yourself as a man and a husband in a relationship, sir. Only the women you've been with have experienced you. You did not experience you. See, when I say I'm a good wife, I don't say that because I think I'm a good wife. My husband has to tell me that. Because I'm not experiencing my wifehood. I'm experiencing my womanhood, but I'm not experiencing my wifehood. He's experiencing that. So I don't get to dictate, oh, I'm a good wife. Who says who? According to what? That's why he said, because first he made the differentiation. Good women uplift and lionesses do uplift you. If you upgrade or if you provide an environment for a lioness to thrive, she gonna go hunt and you gonna be helped as well. The tide will lift all the boats. And then when Angela Yee said, what's a good woman? He could mess up the pandering bag. He could mess up the pandering bag. So he didn't say what a good woman was. He put it back on men. Well, I'm a good man, so I'm not worried about it. What sense do that make? That's like a lioness saying, me coming into a crazy toxic relationship with a toxic man, all of a sudden will make him better because I'm a good woman. Says who? Which just proved to me he doesn't know what a good woman is. He wouldn't know a good woman if she came to his face right now. He would actually be mad at a good woman. He's the type of dude that don't know how to respond to good women. Like I said before, he would be the one to make her feel bad about it. And this is the danger of when men deal with hyenas too much and too long. See, one misconception is that only the women are negatively affected by either being promiscuous or messing with the wrong men. That may be true, but the other side is that, oh, it doesn't matter if men are with all these different women, and it also does not matter what kind of women it is. That's not true. Men are negatively affected by being with a bunch of hoes and hyenas and low down women. Because what it does is it puts him in the practice of dealing with these low-class women. And when he's in the practice of dealing with these low-value, low transactional whores, what it does is it prevents him from knowing how to even deal with a better woman. He does not know how to do that. He don't know how to do it. You don't flip a switch, even as a man. You don't flip a switch, and all of a sudden, a hyena male can become a lion. That's not true. Because the thing that's going to be problematic for him is that he's not going to know what to do with how she's behaving as a lioness. He's not going to be accustomed to dealing with a woman that's not argumentative, that's not disruptive, a woman that's not combative, a woman that's not, he don't know how to deal with her. It actually would tick him off to do it. He'll get mad at her. Before he figure out how to deal with her, he'll get mad at her because the responses and the ways in which he's accustomed to dealing with women don't work with her. It don't work with her because she's not a hyena. So she's not even responding the way in which he's trained himself how women are supposed to respond to certain things. Because if you get a lioness after you've been dealing with a whole heap of hyenas and you flash your money at a lioness, that's not going to do nothing with her. She going to be grateful, but that's not going to be the be all end all to her. She's going to be looking for that leadership and that intangible connection, the stuff that money don't buy. And when she start needing that part, and you're not accustomed to giving that part or doing nothing with that part, or you're not accustomed with a woman being around you that even asks for that from you, you don't know how to give it. So he will end up fumbling a lioness from that and thinking she weird. She'll be weird. Thank you. My baby said, just like women that make bad decisions have bad outcomes, men that make bad decisions have bad outcomes as well. Exactly. If you all you ever deal with is these treacherous little low down hoes, then that's all you know how to deal with. You get a woman that's upstanding, you'll be so mad at her. They'll be trying to figure out why she don't argue with him. He be trying to pick arguments. That's where all of his trauma come out. Because women done cheated on him. Women done talked to him crazy. Women done disrespected him. Women done did this and did that to him. Now he looking at her, trying to figure out when she gonna do it. It's the same thing. It's the same dynamic the other way. You see what I'm saying? Hyenas are ill-equipped to deal with lions because she's a hyena. She been dealing with male hyenas. So she don't even know when she get with a lion, she don't know what to do with him. So she'll fumble him. Trying to play all them little hyena games, and he don't play them games. And now he just looking at her like, what are you doing? You about to fumble this whole relationship because what are you doing? You doing stupid stuff. I don't play them type of games. I don't be around them type of people. I don't go these types of places. I don't do these types of things. So what are you doing? Same thing with a male hyena dealing with a lioness. She don't play them kind of games. What are you doing? What are you even saying? What are you saying? Are you trying to go through my phone? Sir, I have not touched your phone. I don't even know where your phone is at. What are you saying? So he up in here talking about foolishness. He literally sat there. I don't worry about it because I'm a good man. I want to know who told him that.
I don't care if you're tarnished. I'm going to perfect you. If
up,
I'm
baby.
a good man, this is what's going to happen.
I love this.
I'm here for it.
I need this recorded.
Of course they like it. Of course they like that stupidity. Even if you tarnished, I'm a good man, so I'm going to perfect you. Like, what are you doing? If she's a woman with a certain kind of tarnishment, the only person, not even person, the only thing that can get her right is her spiritual journey. That's the only thing that can get her right. Even a lioness that has her own issues, the only way for her to get past her issues is for her to get her spiritual self together. That's how she get past her issues. That's how she overcome her problems and inner issues and inner things that she may be dealing with and things of that nature. That's not for a man. That is not for a man to do. That is her own work. He's talking about doing a chick's work for her. He's talking about carrying the spiritual and emotional load for her, not setting her up in an environment where she does the work on her own. That actually would be different. But putting it into a position where I do the work for you, that's not even feasible. It's not even possible. It's not even possible. There's no such thing as your man, nobody being able to do your inner work for you. You have to do your own work. Especially the obvious stuff. Obvious things that you know you have to work on, like you need to be working on that. You. Now, if you get into a relationship where you feel emotionally safe to continue and to complete that work, that's wonderful. But your spouse can't do that work for you. That's different. They cannot do the work for you. They can support you in doing your work. Because a lot of times, and I'm gonna say this before I go off, a lot of times, let me bust another myth and I've said this before, that you have to be 100% okay before you get into a relationship. Let me tell you something. You don't know if you 100% okay before you get into a relationship. You don't know that, because relationships bring it out. Things that you may not have even known was an issue for you will come out in a relationship. In a marriage, it's gonna come up because you're dealing in such close quarters with somebody that can give you the feedback that you can't give yourself, because you don't see yourself from that perspective. They see you from a different perspective. So they're able to now give you feedback that you may never have gotten before. So once you get in that position, that's when you do the work. That's when it becomes important. Because if your spouse gives you certain feedback, you might not have even known that was an issue. You understand? The relationship bring out all the insecurities, it bring out all the foolishness, it bring out all the scars. The relationship actually brings it to the top. And that's not a bad relationship. That's actually a good relationship, because it gives you an opportunity to fix those things for yourself and for the health of the relationship, because the feedback is coming to you so you can fix it, not so you can be a victim, not so you can be, you know what I'm saying, oh my God, this is a horrible relationship. No, because relationships are not supposed to cover it up. Those are lies. Okay, that's a relationship where you don't care nothing about each other. You just pander to one another and so you get something out of each other. But when you're in a real, honest to goodness relationship and marriage, it brings stuff out. And it may be things that you didn't know you needed to work on, or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So then at that point, you have to make the decision to work on that stuff. Even in that situation, your spouse cannot do the work for you. You have to do it. It is your work to do. It's still not your spouse's work. They may support you in your work. The fact that you are embarking on self-improvement, trying to make yourself the best version of you so that your spouse can benefit and things of that nature will help them to support you, because they'll see the effort being made. They'll see the effort. So once they can see the effort that you're trying, and like you really trying, like you making effort, you're making progress, things of that nature, things actually do change for the better. That's what helps spouses support one another. Because you're not just paying lip service to it, and you're not just poo-pooing it off and trying to gaslight them like they not having the experience with you that they having. And a lot of times that feedback don't feel good, but it's not about that. Massive Nun say, is that because the person she is dealing with? I don't remember what that might have been in response to. Thank you, HVAC said, Ben MIA want to run a fade on Yada, him, Umar, and Tony Gaskins need the simping beat out of them. Thank you, Orlando again. So I heard an OG in the barbershop say it's all right to get henpecked by the right hen, young man. Thank you, Rich Soil, for your super stick. I appreciate you. Thank you, Real Book. Say you cooking hyenas. Thank you again, HVAC said, look how he sounds. Y'all do sound rainbow to me. His low testosterone, a feminine crocodile turtleneck face. Not a roast. Thank you, KW Don said, if you do a background check on him, he has a lot of dirt under his fingernails, allegedly. And thank you, Samuel Jenkins said, thank you. I missed the live. Much respect. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I just wanted to sort of point out this whole simp situation, because as I have said over the years, it's the simps that's holding up the gynocracy, because they can see that a bag can be made out of it and all types of stuff. So you can thank them. You can thank a bunch of simps and hyenas for the foolishness that you keep seeing. Because you see how them chicks ate that up. Oh, I like that. I just bet you do. Because everything he said means you don't have to do anything. There's no work for you. Anyway, we're going to get on up out of here. I read all the super chats. All right, so jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.